Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, if y'all hear something in the background, girl, I'm boiling some sausages. Country, just country. I'm boiling two sausages. I didn't feel like leaving my apartment um, to go to try to find something to eat. And so I went to that refrigerator and I forgot that I went to the store the other day and I bought a package of sausages and I still had a couple left. So we're just going to boil those sausages and wrap them around two pieces of light bread. Where I'm from, we call it light bread. Light bread is actually just white bread, but we call it light bread. And I'm gonna wrap that sausage around that piece of light bread and I'm gonna tear her up. Okay? And I'm gonna pour me a nice cup of sparkling ice. You know that like water soda. It's kind of like soda to me, but it's not. It only has like 5 calories, no sugar. Um, and then after that, I'm gonna eat these fig Newtons. When I'm so old, I love fig Newtons. And then after that, for dessert, I'm gonna eat these fig Newtons. Yeah. So that's what we're about to do. Anyways, so let's go ahead and talk about this. This is according to Gay Magazine. Tramell Tillman becomes first black man to win Emmy for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. So actor Tramell Tillman makes history after winning an Emmy for Outstanding Support actor in a drama series for his Apple TV drama Severance. This makes him the first black performer and first black openly gay man to ever win in the category. First off, I want to say congratulations. I hate that this moment has to turn into something where some people may perceive it as negative because that's not what this is about. But I have to say this. I hope that maybe I need to go check on her because she boiling a little over. Can y'all hear that? Hopefully it's not too loud. Um, I'll talk about this and then I'm gonna go check on these sausages. Okay, before I set this whole apartment complex on fire. Anyways, congratulations. I remember last year, it was some award show, and it was like the first Hispanic lady to ever win the award. And I was like, that is absolutely sad. Here we go again with the first black man to win Emmy for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. It's borderline disgusting that we are almost going into 2026 and we are still mentioning the first of anything, especially when it comes to awards. It is problematic that in 2025 that we are just now awarding the first black man an Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. While I completely agree that 2025 is not like 1825, I think this is still a mess. Again, it's not to take away from what should be a celebration. However, I don't think that this is something that shouldn't be mentioned either. Another thing too, I'm gonna tell you right now, girl, Tramell is my man. When I tell you, I hadn't heard of him until probably like I'll say like last year. I just saw his face starting to pop up, like on blogs and stuff, and I was like, oh baby, he is nice looking. When I tell you, baby, Tramell is fine. If y'all want to find out who my man is, baby, it's this nigga right here. Okay, baby, this when I tell you, I think this man is absolutely, girl, he is the one for me, baby. Now this right here, this this is who, girl. This who I might have to, girl. Y'all look up and be like, I'll be like, Rodney's got a. I thought she ain't want no man. I changed my mind. Rodney's got a man at home. Hey, and he's so good to me. I'm sorry that your man ain't home. Come on, me and Tramell. I'm sorry that yours left you alone. Okay. It's such a shame. Your man is playing games. Not my man, baby. And I heard you say that men are all the same. Not mine, that's y'all trifling ass snooker. It's not the truth, girl. Cause I got proof, girl. Cause I got proof, girl. My man Tramell's at home. Oh, yes, my man Tramell out. Baby Tramell, that is a nice looking man, baby. That's a nice looking man. It's his smile for me. You know, I'm a sucker for a smile. Baby, smile on my face if you want to. Hey, baby. Have a nice smile if you want to. Be cheesing all in my face, baby. That's the first way to get me. Hello? Anyways, but no, but in all seriousness, um, congratulations to him. However, I think that it is still, I think it's, like I said, I think it's borderline disgusting that in 2025 that we are still having to mention the first of anything. I remember the same thing happened to Shonda Rhimes some years back, like she was the first, I think, black woman or the first woman for something. Um, I just think it's sad. Like I said, we've come a long way, but it's still a mess. Anyways, let me go ahead and check. I know y'all heard that. I know y'all heard them sausages boiling, girl. Baby, this whole girl, everything just about that whoosh. Okay, girl, I'm gonna come back in like 2 minutes. Let me go check on this. Let me go check on these sausages. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, baby. Girl, I walked into that kitchen. It was grease, girl. It was sausage grease just popping. Water just popping on the stove. I said, "Oh Lord, oh Lord, it's a fire." All I could do was grab my shoes. Okay, that's what it almost. That's what almost happened, child.
I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I said, "Yo, let me get these sausages off this stove." Anyways, right, let's go ahead and move on. So, this is according to the Neighborhood Talk. Ooh, NLE Choppa's baby mama, Marissa Danae, goes off after finding out he's taking her to court over their child that he doesn't even call, claims he made their child start fasting as a 1-year-old. Kids come home starving. So this is what she had to say via Twitter. I can't believe this itch is taking me to court about a child he doesn't even call. LMAO. I get so angry just thinking about this itch can't even tell a MF when's the last time Chosen been to the doctor or even been to a doctor's appointment. I tell you what, Chosen's birthday was a month ago. This itch has only called once. A ninja will literally try to break you behind your child. I serve God for real. God's seen everything I went through behind closed doors. God's seen me there by myself, praying by myself with my son in my hands and my eyes full of tears. God gave me the strength when I felt weak as hell. I know for sure God got me. This itch can't even fill up 20 Instagram slides of different occasions when he saw Chosen. Ninja don't even know what Chosen did last week. You ever met a ninja get mad because his baby mamas got cool without him? He was lying to both of us, trying to make it seem like both of us was crazy and delusional. Real deal got mad because we is cool. Yeah, trying to take me to court for a child he barely see. A child he had fasting at 1 year old. Saying a child didn't need to eat 3 times a day. Kids come home starving. Just called me a crash out behind my son. Listen, I don't know. Um, I don't keep up with NLE Choppa. I've heard the stories about him. At one point the girl started going crazy because, I think he has a gay brother. I think he has a gay brother in real life. I think he has a biological brother who's gay. Um, and the queens and butch queens started losing their mind, and started saying he was an ally to the community. And he performed at a couple of prides with a big oversized sweater on. Hell, I said at least when Tank performed at the prides, he took his shirt off. At least he gave the girls what they came to see. Okay. Um, all I'm gonna say is this: I don't put nothing past NLE Chopper. I feel like he's a stunt queen. I don't know that lady. She could be lying. Um, she could not be. I tend to believe she's telling the truth. I do. Um, and that's just based off of just hearsay. Again, hearsay is not necessarily the truth, but they said that boy used to be a mess before. I guess he flipped it. I don't know what he tried to do. I just know the girls started going crazy over him. Anyways, that's all I really got to say about that. Let's move on and talk about the next person. Saweetie. Y'all agree? Saweetie claims she's been counted out in the music industry due to pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've been counted out, and I know that is behind animosity. Neighbors, do y'all agree with Sweetie? Is pretty punishment a real thing? So let's just listen to what Sweetie had to say. Girl, here she go.
Feel like the industry has tried to count you out? Like,
Since I started.
talk about it, man. Because I think people look, to be honest, people see you're gorgeous. You're getting endless bags.
Mhm.
You are, listen, that girl, right? I don't think they understand how many doors, how many rejections, how many times people have counted you out.
I saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda, but it makes me work harder. But this has happened like my whole life. So it's like what I deal with in the industry is just different face, same case.
Now, let me just say this. Believe it or not, and this is not, shout out to Erica De Niro TV. This is not the oppression Olympics. Everybody want to be oppressed. This is not the oppression Olympics. However, and I know I'm about to piss some of y'all off. I do believe that for those group of people out there who are deemed attractive, especially women, that there is a such thing as what Sweetie calls it, pretty punishment. I do believe. I do believe that does exist. Believe it or not. While there may be a lot of pros to being attractive or being considered one of the beautiful people, I do believe that it also comes with cons too. Now, with that being said, this is just how I look at it. That is not Sweetie's case. Sweetie is not. Sweetie does not fall, especially with what she's doing with her career, fall underneath pretty punishment. If anything, it's pretty privilege. I don't. If anybody does not take Sweetie seriously as an artist, if people don't really vibe with Sweetie like that to the magnitude of what she feels like she should, the success she should probably have, I don't think it has anything to do with necessarily being punished due to her being considered attractive to most people. If anything, she benefits off of how she looks because let's just call a thing a thing. As an artist, when I've seen her perform on stage, she's a hot ass mess. Now she's gotten better since the last time she clicked her heels together. Girl, remember at the iHeart performance she did, and everybody talked about how the performance was a mess, and I think she had supposedly had went to performance camp or some shit. Sweetie definitely benefits from pretty privilege, and I don't believe that in this scenario, when it comes to her career, that she's being punished due to her being pretty. because in order for her to be punished for her being pretty, that would have to insinuate that she's talented. Got no shame. The success that Saweetie has is based off of the fact that she has some catchy songs. I'm not gonna lie, that song she had out, the first song that I heard, I don't know if it was her first song, but remember what was it called? Ice. It was popping. Everybody was listening to it. That song was a bop. So she has some bops, right? But we're not gonna sit here and act like Saweetie not looking the way that she looks also helps her in her career. And I'm gonna tell you when I knew that the whole industry was some bullshit. When Saweetie was nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys, I knew right then and there that, girl, that is the definition of pretty privilege. Because how dare someone like Saweetie almost be in the same category as some of these people who have won Best New Artist? I'm not going to go over the entire list. I'm just going to name a few people. And I got this from, I think it was, I'll put the link in the description box. I forgot the article I got it from. But some of the people who have won Best New Artist at the Grammys was the Beatles. We also have Tracy Chapman, Jodie Watley, Mariah Carey, Arrested Development, Toni Braxton, Sheryl Crow, Hootie and the Blowfish, Leanne Rimes, Lauryn Hill, Christina Aguilera, Alicia Keys, Norah Jones, Maroon 5, John Legend, Carrie Underwood, Amy Winehouse, Adele, Sam Smith, Chance the Rapper, Megan Thee Stallion, Victoria Monet. And Saweetie could have been amongst this list. And she wants to get in an interview talking about pretty punishment. Girl, you'll get the fuck out of my face. Saweetie cool. Saweetie cool. She never seems like she has a fucked up attitude. But, you know, like I said, I do believe there's a such thing as pretty punishment. I don't know if that necessarily applies to this scenario as it pertains to Saweetie and her career. If anything, I definitely believe she benefits, like a lot of the girls in the industry, from pretty privilege. Guys too, right? If you have a six pack, if you can at least hold a decent note, if you know cute, then they can work with you, right? If you're a pretty girl, you get the get the BBL package maybe. Girl, get a cute weave, put you in the studio, you good to go. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Saweetie. Saweetie and her pretty punishment. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm about to go eat these sausages. Girl, because I'm hungry. And then I'll be back and finish the video. Just give me all I need really about 5 minutes. Because I eat fast. I'll be right back. I'm back. Baby, the way I just demolished those sausages, I was hungry. I'm so happy I had something in my refrigerator. Because one, I really don't need to be spending no money. And then two, I just don't feel like going nowhere. And it got the job done. And so I'm going to take a shower after this. And then I'm going to take a melatonin. And then I'm gonna watch Sinners again. I'm really into Sinners. I think I'm gonna watch The Hunting Wives again. The Hunting Baby, y'all need to watch The Hunting Wives. That's what y'all need to watch. Okay? Them white bitches be in it. Do you hear me? Baby. I might watch the Hunting Wives again. I think I might do that. Because the last time, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it, of course, but I was also kind of like on my laptop. And then I think I was on episode 2, maybe, and I started realizing, baby, you need to put this laptop down because it's a lot of carrying on going on. Yeah. Anyways, so listen to this story. Viral cop Tommy Norman arrested. Oh, girl, hold up, child. Sorry. Viral cop Tommy Norman arrested following a domestic dispute with his wife, being held without bond. Being held without bail after claiming his wife became injured after he tried to block her from slapping him. So neighbors, viral officer Tommy Norman has been arrested and held without bail following a domestic dispute involving his wife. According to Arkansas Online, authorities were contacted shortly after midnight on Saturday. After arriving at the Norman household, they spoke with his wife, who was visibly upset and had bruises on her body. While speaking with police, she claims Norman struck her in the chest using the back of his hand during an argument. According to him, he was being slapped by his wife and tried to block her hits, which resulted in him leaving a bruise on her. After speaking to both parties, Norman was arrested. Right. And he was being held at the Pulaski County Jail with no bail. If you're unfamiliar with Norman, he's most known for building connections with youth and underprivileged communities. He's gained a following of more than 1 million people on Instagram due to his heartwarming photos and videos with people in his community. Norman even received the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from the Biden administration in 2021. What are your thoughts on this? I'm not familiar with him. I don't follow him, but I have seen him pop on pop up on social media here and there. So when I saw this, I was like, I've seen that man somewhere, and of course, I was like, oh yes, that's the guy that pops on my social media. Anyways, but I don't follow him like that. Let me just say this: different people have been reporting. I have been, and different people in the comment section. Some people were saying that he cheated on his wife. The wife found out. She started spazzing out, and that's what happened. Um, I don't know. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. I want to say this though. I'm gonna remove Tommy out of the conversation. I think what happens in scenarios like this, because even with before I say that, let me also say this. I did read a post from him who he put online that he was no longer allowed to wear his uniform, I guess, when he goes out into the community. So there are some people who believe that basically, I guess the police department or someone basically set him up, um, and that's why he was arrested. I don't know. We have conspiracy theorists out there. We have this is what happened. This is what I heard. This is what I think. Um, Based off of the comments and based off what I've seen, he does appear to do great things for the community. I think this is where sometimes I'll just say we have a hard time believing that there could be a different side to a person who we hold in high regard. When we put people on a pedestal, whether it's Tommy, whether it's Tyler Perry, whether it's Bill Cosby, or whomever it might be, and then we start to hear these stories about who this person also could be, it's hard for people to believe it. Because how can this person who, goes out into the community and helps Black people and underprivileged folk, how can this man turn around and beat his wife? I don't believe it. That's not true. That's not him. You don't know Tommy. That's one. We don't know. I say this all the time. We don't know these people. Okay? We don't know these people. We don't know what happens when Tommy goes home and locks that door and it's just him and his wife. I'm not saying that Tommy did it, but what I am saying is that because he does great things, I noticed in the comment section that a lot of people don't want to believe that he could have also done this to his wife. Because how can a Bill Cosby who goes out here and does all of these great things also turn around and slip a bitch a Mickey? How can Tyler Perry, who, pays some of these actors and actresses, well, not some, pays these actors and actresses and actors, more than what they probably make on any other project? How can he have helped Cicely Tyson? How can he do these great things, give to the community, do this, do that, and then y'all also say, girl, he's trying to fuck on this white boy. They're just trying to take that man down. They're trying to take a good black man down. Y'all can't say that about Tommy because he white. So y'all say they're just trying to take a good man down. I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to walk it back. Now, this is what I do believe in. I can understand why why we feel the way we feel about people. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When they start arresting white cops, when did they start arresting white cops? Could it be that it's some type of retaliation due to the fact that he helps underprivileged communities? It could be. I don't trust the cops. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. I don't trust the cops. When it comes to cops, for the most part, unless somebody, I guess, breaks bro code, they're pretty much one band, one sound. But for this white man, who happens to be a cop, and his wife is a nigga, from what I saw online, Tommy has a black wife. The picture that was online. Excuse me. Oops, excuse me. Maybe I'm still in my feelings a little bit on how I noticed some people moving with the whole Charlie Kirk situation. And now I'm just looking at all white people. Listen, not all y'all. Some of y'all white people cool. Don't get it twisted. Shout out to, you know what? Let me just say that. Shout out to the cool white people. I want to say that today. Shout out to the cool white people. Shout out to y'all. Girl, okay. But y'all brothers and sisters be on some fuck shit. I bet you the white people who watch my channel be like, "Don't, that ain't my brother. That's not my sister." Okay. But yeah, the simple fact that Tommy is a white cop and he was arrested, girl. I'm sorry, they just don't go around here arresting white cops. It could be that they're fucking with that man because they don't like the fact that he's helping underprivileged communities. Yeah, that's a possibility. And could it be a possibility that a part of me? Let me say this: a part of me can definitely see. I'm not even gonna sit here and bullshit y'all. A part of me could definitely see where if Tommy was cheating on his wife started to spaz out, pop him upside his motherfucking head, and then he was trying to stop her, right? And maybe he swung his hand, and because their strength may be a little different, him trying to stop her left a bruise. That is a possibility. If that happened, then I'm gonna shut up. Can I ask y'all a question? Y'all don't get mad at me. Would y'all consider that domestic violence? I don't know. I'm asking y'all an honest question. I'm saying if she was hitting him due to him cheating on her, and then he was trying to stop her from hitting him, but in him trying to stop her from hitting him, he left a bruise. Would that be considered domestic violence? I wouldn't think that would be considered domestic violence, but I don't know. So I don't want to say the wrong thing. At that point, I would think that he was innocent. Quiet as this kept, y'all gonna get mad at me what I'm about to say. I wouldn't even fault her. Because if you out here cheating on me, sticking your dick inside of other bitches and coming back and sticking your dick inside of me, yeah, I'm gonna punch you in your motherfucking face. Bitch, you can bring some shit back to me I can't get rid of. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. If you out here cheating on your spouse and your spouse pop you in your face, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that on here. I'll take that back. Girl, I'll take that back. Girl, what Dr. Hamlin said, I'm going to say it, I'm going to take it back. No, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. I'll take that back. I'll take that back. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know. I wasn't there. Girl, let me get up. Let me get up off here if I get in trouble. Bye, y'all.